Hey everybody, how's it going? RDO here, RealDealO'Niell, back with RDO Gaming. I expected only to do one more final review, but given that we just had a whole dump of class cards, now we have to do the neutral cards, it was just going to take way too long, and so I wanted to separate in two videos, because, I'm the best in small doses. Not all at once. So, starting off with the neutral, we have Helmet Hermit. It's a 1 cost for a 3. What? 1 cost for a 3, but it can attack. But it has the Beast tag, which probably doesn't apply. As we've been seeing, Priest has been getting a lot of silent synergies, and so this is definitely the ideal card for Priest to silence. I mean, you have that 1 cost spell that silences a minion and splits up its attack, so it could be a good early board clear to just clear out all the minions your opponents have. This, I think, will probably, if that Silence Priest is a thing, it will definitely see play. Next up, we have Mothership. It's a 6 cost 5/4 with Rush. It's a mech, and it has Death Rattle. Summon 2 random mechs that cost 3 or less. Now, mind you, Mecha Shark does cost 3, or less, and so it can get summoned. You could get the awesome high roll of getting 2 Mecha Sharks. And if you're playing Mage, that'd be great. Now, I don't know if they trigger each other, or you'd have to wait to play another mech in order for it to work. So we'd have to wait and see how that works. But right off the bat, this can go great in either Paladin or Mage. They both have great mech support, and this is a great Arena card. I don't play Arena really ever, but I already know that a card that when it dies, summons you 2 more minions, and it has Rush, so you get that instant 5 damage you get to throw in plus 2 more minions. It's gonna be a great card to add into really any mech synergy deck or for Arena for a 6 card slot. Next up, we have Murkwater Scribe. It is a 2 cost 3/2 Naga. Battle Cry, the next spell you play, costs 1 less, and it doesn't say this turn, so in the future, at any time, the next spell you play will cost 1 less. And this is a great, I think, just Naga filler card if you need spells to trigger off of it or anything that say, if you've played a Naga, blah, blah, this goes great with that. There is the Mage Naga that has, refreshed 2 mana crystals. If you played a Naga spell, played a Naga. So play a Naga, refresh 2 mana crystals, play a spell, you just discounted it, so hopefully it costs 1. Refresh, then play another. This will definitely allow that 1 card to go insanely out of control. It's going to be good, I think, and we'll probably see a decent amount of it. Plus, there's a cute little picture. Look, see, it's a scribe, and it has a cute little octopus that's providing the ink. Next up, we have Naval Mine. It's a 2 cost 0/2 Death Rattle. Deal 4 damage to the enemy hero. With Tamsin's phylactery, a word I can't really say all that well. That is a legendary spell in Warlock. You get to discover a Death Rattle minion that died this turn and give all your minions that Death Rattle. And I think this Naval Mine could be great in a heavy board-centric deck with Murlocs, and this is just in there. Plus, the Murlocs, there's some good Murlocs with some Death Rattles that will help to dredge or help you get more Murlocs or boost up your Murlocs. And then there's also this, which deal 4 damage directly to the enemy hero. So, I mean, if you have a board of 7 minions, and they all have this ability, that's going to be able to deal 7 times 4 is 28, so that's 28 damage. Unless your opponent's at full, they're most likely going to die. Or they'll be at 2 if they're at full health. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. Next up, we have Gorlock Ravager. It's a 5 cost 4/3 Battlecry, draw 3 Murlocs. What? This is definitely going in that Murloc Warlock. You could do a Murloc Shaman if you wanted to. I don't know how well that would play out, but that's something you could do. You could do this. Has the Murloc tag too, so I think this is definitely going to be the Murloc Warlock. Maybe it's too slow. I don't really know what the mana curve is going to look like in Warlock for the Murloc base deck, but this card is definitely going to be pretty awesome. And oh man, it'll be fun. Man, Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, next up we have Puffer Fist. It is a 3 mana pirate for 3/4 common. After your hero attacks, deal 1 damage to all enemies. This can go slot in for an extra pirate if you need it for warrior, or this can go into the rogue deck, and rogue's guaranteed to definitely attack. Another minion that, or another hero that attacks a lot is Demon Hunter, and I don't think this would be in there. It's okay in Demon Hunter, but they're already doing so much stuff. I don't think that this will end up being a card that they need. Most likely, we'll see it in Rogue or Warrior. I think it works good in Arena as well, because I mean, having some good damage AOE could really help. We have a 2-cost, 2/3 Rainbow Glow Scale. Yes, spell damage +1, and is a Naga, and that's just going to be great to slot in wherever you need one, because like if you're, I don't know, you didn't get that many, or you just need someone to fill that spot, that would be great for like Shaman. Shaman's working well with the Naga abilities and the spell types of every ability, and just having that extra little bit of damage, I mean, could make a difference. I've had it happen a few times where my opponent was at 1, and then I died the next turn, or they recovered and then I died at a later turn. And it's just, just that little bit of damage can help, and it works well with spell-centric things. Next up, we have Reef Walker. It's a 3 mana, 3/2 Battle Cry and Death Rattle. Summon a 1/1 Piranha Swarmer. It's an okay card. Let's see. Right away, since you get the 1/1, it's 3 mana, 4/3. Throw that stat in there to hit whatever, or boost up your other Piranha Swarmers if you already have them. Let's say you have the Totem, that'll make it a 3/2 coming out of the gate, but that'd be nice. That'd be 6/4 for 3. It looks okay. I'm still on the fence for the Piranha Swarmer deck. Next up, we have Sea Scout Operator. It's a 3-cost, 2/4 Battle Cry. If you control a mech, summon 2 2/1 Mecha Fish. And they are, of course, 2/1 mechs. And so, my ideal situation in these is you don't play it on turn 3. You most likely play it on turn 6 with Mecha Shark. And so, Mecha Shark costs 3. You play that, or, I mean, it could be discounted, so you can play this early if you get lucky enough. Maybe turn 5. That'd be great. But anyways, you play Mecha Shark first. Whenever you summon a, mech, deal 3 damage randomly split amongst all enemies. And then you play Sea Scout Operator. And then that's going to allow you to swing out 6 damage right off the bat for, on 6 turn. 6 damage coming out the bat with that 3/3 that you just played plus the 2/4. That's 5, 7 in stats. Or 5. Yeah, no, that's right. 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 plus 4. Yeah, okay, yeah, 5, 7, 5, 7 in stats. That's right. See, I math sometimes. And that's gonna be really great. Plus the little 2/1s. I'm really not thinking too much about them, but that's gonna be a really good card. And it can also pair up well, let's say on turn 5, with the Security Automaton. Automaton, not automaton. I don't know. I can't read. I don't read. It's a 2 mana, 1/3 common. After you summon a mech, gain +1/+1. And that is a permanent effect. So, it doesn't go away at the end of the turn. So, turn 2, you play this. It's a 1/3. If it sticks around turn 3, it's going to get +2/+2, making it a 3/5. And that's going to be really awesome. That's going to be a really good card to allow you to boost up. And if they don't get rid of it soon, you're definitely playing in a mech heavy deck. So it's just going to snowball out of control. Next up, we have a 4-cost 7/7. Whew, what? Man, that was like frickin' Shaman times. A 4-cost 7/7. That's the last time we saw that. Was in a Shaman deck, and you got overloaded, I think, 2 for that one. Shellfish. Death Rattle, your opponents draw 2 cards. And so, obviously, Priest frickin' death, or, Priest Silence. That's where you're going to want this in a Silence Priest deck. 4 mana, play it, silence it. I mean, using that one spell we just saw, that's 7 damage you get to fling across the board on turn 5 because you play them together probably. Or have a different way to silence it. You play later where you can silence it, summon a copy of it, so that's 2 7/7s. Let's say you dredge because there's that 0-cost dredge card that you can just dredge it up to the top, get more. I mean, you could end up. This could really snowball out of control, especially in a pre-silence deck. I think I'm going to have to build it. I'm definitely going to have to build a silence priest deck because this is too good to ignore, I think. Alright, moving on. We have great mech synergy card, Click Clocker. A 1-cost, 1/1, Divine Shield, so it's kind of like Guardian Squire, but the battle cry. Give a random mech in your hand, +1/+1. That's a great first turn mech. They have a really good cheap mech to play, and you're going to be boosting up your other mechs. This will be a great card. It's good all around. It'll go great in Mech Mage or Mech Paladin. Next up, we have Treasure Guard, 3 mana, 1/5, Taunt, Death Rattle, draw a card. That's okay. Maybe Arena, that's where it finds a place. Maybe a Highlander deck. Next up, we have a 3 mana, 2/1, Twin Fin Twin with Rush and Battle Cry. Summon a copy of this, and if it turns out anything with how Warlock is trying to make Murlocs right now, this thing's not going to come into play as a 2/1. It's most likely either going to be a 3/2 or 4/3, and you're going to get 2 of them for 3 mana, and this is just going to be crazy. This card, I think, is going to be a little too powerful. It's most likely to get nerfed because you have 2 copies of it come into play, most likely with extra stats, and both with Rush, so it's going to be some great damage you're going to be able to deal. We have Vicious Slith Spear, and after you cast a spell, gain +1 attack until your next turn. It's a 1-cost, 1/3 Naga, goes great with spells, as you would normally expect. However, the attack goes away at the end of the turn, so you can boost it up a little bit, do an initial attack, and then it'll go back down to 1/3. Kind of like Mana Addict. That's what it used to be, and that was a pretty good card. Barbaric Sorceress is a 6 mana. Sorceress? Yeah, I read that right. 6 mana, 3/7. Terrible stats. Taunt, Battle Cry, swap the cost of a random spell in each player's hand. Where I see this, it would be in probably a Druid deck. You could, I don't know, just Druid doesn't really have a home, I think, for Nagas yet. If they do, and I'm mistaken, that'd be great. But right now, I don't really know where this is going to work. I don't think it's all that great of a card. And then we have Asharan Sentinel, which is a 5 mana, 5/6 with Taunt and Death Rattle. Put a Sunken Sentinel on the bottom of your deck, which is going to be great because the Sunken Sentinel is a 5 mana, 5/6 with Divine Shield, Taunt, and a Lifesteal. That's a really good card. I was really hoping that would be a mech-based card, but it's not. But it's still a great card. And, I don't know. They made Asharan neutral. I was really expecting a neutral Colossal minion. I don't know if they're going to do a mini set for this set. But if they do, then maybe that's where we'll see the neutral minion. But for now, this is what we got, and I do believe that wraps it up. Yep, because we already saw it in the Storm Coil. So yeah, that's it for the neutral cards. And yeah, so after this, I'll go over. I'll do a rating review on these cards, and we'll go over some different theory crafting ideas before the release on the 12th. And that's all I really got for these. Next up, stay tuned. We're gonna have Corset. And whew, is that a lot of cards to go through? So I'll try to pull it through those. I'm just going to do one quick one. There'll be some old cards that you've already seen, and we'll just kind of go through them quickly. Now I'll make sure to post the link for where you can find all the rest of these cards. These ones can be at the Play Hearthstone library. The Corset I don't think has been updated yet on the Play Hearthstone library. I think it's still the old one, if I am correct, because the rotation hasn't happened yet. So here, let's try to see. Yeah, see, it has core and then it has the little griffin. So the core set has not been updated yet. So this is what we have right now. Here, there's a little link I can follow that they put us on their little blog, and that's what I'll have to go for that one. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in for this little video. I hope you all have a lovely, amazing day. And until next time, stay safe out there.